We're live on the YouTube. Hello.
Hello everybody and people and stuff. How we doing? Should we have a bit of wangle about with that light so it's not in the how did we do last time? A bit of it higher, I think. Not doing it.
Better.
Turn that a bit. A little bit like that. Good evening, every folk and people who are watching it on repeat.
Hello, good evening.
It's the InvisiFRAME live show, and you've caught us. Just been stressing and fretting, and just made me tea. So it's a male household tonight. Wife and daughter are off, gone to the coast for the weekend. So we're on bloke stuff, which is sausage sandwiches, isn't it, Rob? And we've got a special guest. Got a special guest about to walk in. He's such a guy. This guy. It's going to be a surprise until you see him.
Apart from the title.
Yeah. So
Title gives it away.
it's the InvisiFRAME live show, and we have. Hopefully, it's still working. We've got a 15% discount code, which is Todd.
In 15.
Yeah. So, who's watching? What comments we got? Rodney?
Oliver 7 said, yeah. Sean Huxley, good evening. Spotley Bad Boy said, do Amazon deliver food? No, that is the winning. And Miles Bear said, yo guys.
That's in a big box. Did you find much stuff? Todd was literally rooting for it like 5 minutes ago. We've had a bit of a late start, as usual. Had to go out and run a few errands, didn't we? At which point I discovered, here we have our special guest of the night, Mr. Andrew Cooper of Unite Components. He owns it, he does. He's the owner. Let's give him a clap for what he's got out. How the fuck's he got out? Come on, bud. In you go. You get out when we've eaten. It's a nightmare when you're eating. It's too bloody boisterous. Stay there.
Spotley Bad Boy says he loves your new radio.
Thanks, Spotley Bad Boy. So do I. It's amazing. It's so nice to ride.
You've got a new rec.
So for anyone who doesn't know, this is Andrew Cooper, who is the man behind Unite Components or UniteCo. I don't like the name UniteCo. I prefer UniteCo. I prefer Components.
Not Components anymore, though.
Yeah, but you haven't produced the bike yet.
We've got the kit.
Eh? Kit? Yeah, but that's a body components.
Shut
You
up.
add it to your body. What? That's very weird. So we've got 17,000 people watching right now.
Yeah.
Is it that, or is it about 30?
In between the two. Somewhere. I'm going to put it to live chat. Oh my god. Right, there we go.
What have you done? Made the writing bigger?
No, I've gone to live chat. Miles Fair has made use of the Unite 30% off and then added pin 10, got a stem and spaces.
Well, don't say that on Tally.
Can you do that?
He scammed you there.
He has scammed me, yeah.
Not as good as shut up, idiot. Not as good as those that scammed you when you had your Tommy bloody one, was it?
Well, what? Oh, yeah. God, I forgot about
Remember that?
that. Yeah.
Do you want to tell people what happened? Because no one's going to do it again, are they? Because you can't do it again.
You know, some little kids guessed Tommy's code, like Tommy's personal code, where he got stuff for free. And yeah, it got passed around about 5 different people and used about 10 times.
Did you get your money back?
They.
Didn't you phone up and literally threaten someone's dad?
No, God, no. No, somebody's dad rang me up and hurt me. But no. Yeah, so the items were returned or they were cancelled and we managed to get it all back in.
Can you shut
That
up?
dog wants to get out and see you. Big fan.
Shut him up, that'll be well enough.
The only way I can shut him up is literally by taking that whole cage out there,
I know.
which we might have to do in a minute.
Yeah.
Or,
This is what happens, is it? Friday night, you eat your tea, everyone comes and watches it.
yeah.
It's usually a little bit more organised than this.
Someone's called you Joel.
Fucking hell.
I'm taking him out. I'm just shutting him up there.
It'll just be that'll be worse, dude. You'll be tapping on the window. Or you'll just push it through. I've eaten too much.
Jib's struggling. Evening, guys. How is Shropshire this evening? It is pretty Shropshire.
It's all good. It's not
It's
bad.
wet though. It's raining.
It's raining. We've got a race this weekend, which is the. I'm gonna have to deal with that dog. Keep talking.
We're racing the Royal Gasnack Welsh Enduro this weekend. Yeah, it should be pretty good. 3-stage mashup. Last one wasn't mashup. Coop's gonna race it on his new jump bike, and it's gonna be sick. When are you gonna ride that jump bike?
I don't know, to be honest, mate. Hope we get out at some point this week. We want to Cerakote it all up and get some bits on it first.
What, the
Really.
frame?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, it's really weird. I can't imagine you on a jump bike.
Why?
I don't know. You're not a jump bike person.
No, I've never owned one before, so we'll see how it goes. It feels tiny.
What's your favourite Shropshire hill? Probably, I don't know, Eastridge, something like that. Reeking's not even in Shropshire, is it?
There you go. One stress out of the way.
What's your favourite Shropshire hill, Jib?
Favourite Shropshire hill?
Don't know.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Sam.
That's not really a hill, though, is it?
What? Sam Hill?
In Australia.
Yeah, let's pretend.
How big you
Favourite Shropshire hill? Probably Eastridge.
are? I said that.
I don't know. Would you prefer to go Eastridge or our tracks? Which I now rule, obviously.
Then you got the com.
I got the com by 9 seconds.
You must have cheated.
No, I did the lines that the previous con person had
done. Yeah.
used.
You're waffling, yeah.
No. So,
Um,
do you want to say our current dilemma for tomorrow?
Dad's pads have worn out on his van.
On the back, you know, it's down to the metal. And literally, when we went out an hour ago, I realised we've got his mates coming around in the morning at 9. We're meant to be going to Boyle. I can't drive the van like that. So in the morning, I'm going to have to try and run around into town and try and find somewhere that will fit me some new rear pads on a Saturday morning. I think I'll find somewhere. If not, I might just drive it and like sacrifice a pair of rear discs. It'll kill them, won't it? There and back twice.
Yeah.
How much did this cost?
Quite a lot of money. Back's quite small, though.
Not so bad with a Vauxhall because it's literally the cheapest.
Shit you can buy.
Yeah, but that's good though, isn't it?
It is good.
If it was a Volkswagen, it would cost me like 5,000 quid for a couple of rotors. Have we got any more comments? Say hello to people, Rodney. Do some stuff.
Oliver Seven says, Todd, don't you have GCSEs coming up? Yeah, they start in like 10 days, which is really exciting, and I'm really gassed about it actually.
What are you doing? Let me on your phone.
The whole time.
Oh yeah. Everyone on.
What bikes are you racing? What's your first race on your new bike?
I'm on my Eve. It's my first race on the Eve. I'm very excited about it.
And I'm racing my sled because my hardtail is not running, and I would not like to race it there.
You're riding again, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to tell people what you're riding at the moment and what you've just had? Can you
I've
tell
already
people?
said this.
Yeah, we've been for that one.
No,
We're
have
thinking about the dog. Somebody's put something about there. What's it say?
Coop, how long is the 30% off code going to be on the anodized stuff for? don't get paid until the 26th.
It's not going to be that long. We've got no kind of fixed date as to when it'll be off. It's more about when we are ready to start Cerakoting and when we've got rid of some stock, basically. But it will be to some point mid next week.
Do you want to tell them about the Cerakote and what it's about?
Yeah,
and how it works.
I don't want to bore everyone too much into the massive details of why we've done it. But as you know, a lot of people know there's a lot of costs that are spiraling for everyone. So we've done something to help us reduce our costs, which is instead of anodizing all of our products, we're going to Cerakote them. So Cerakote it's a spray, and it's
Military use it, don't they?
yeah, it's a ceramic spray. So it's really hard. It's ceramic is like diamonds, things like that. You know, it's really hard. It sprays on. You have to bake it in the oven, and yeah, I mean it gives a far better finish than anodizing. We can offer an exact color match, no matter what material. So we could do plastic, stainless steel, aluminium, even wood.
Could you paint that?
Not you got to be able to sandblast it.
I could probably take a sandblast.
Yeah, on his hand somewhere. Might be a bit crinkly, but if you can sandblast it, basically you can paint it. So it does open up a lot of options. You can do helmets, you can do carbon fibre, you can do a lot of stuff.
You could do helmets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Should we get our Lee Morgan £900 paint job sandblasted off and done in Cerakote?
Yeah.
It costs about a tenner.
Ooh, I don't know about that. Nice, like a helmet in burnt bronzer would look really nice.
But it's also really good environmentally, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's
Compared to anodizing is a horrible process.
Anodizing uses a lot of harsh chemicals. It's not a nice process and it's pretty expensive to set up. But Cerakote's quite a nice, easy budget way into coating products ourselves, and the finish is a bit more matte.
I love the finish.
Yeah,
I think it looks really cool.
Yeah.
If you look on Unite's
Website.
website or on any of their media and just scroll through, you'll see some of the Cerakote and it looks really cool. The thing is, it looks different. I mean, how many people are doing that? Excuse me.
Well,
too fast.
Yeah, somebody sent me a picture of a specialised S-Works in cherry red.
Yeah.
And then people go and put like a shiny anodized part on it. It doesn't really work, does it?
No.
You know, whereas now we can actually go and we've got a dark cherry which will almost match it perfectly. And it will actually match people's bodies. Plus, nobody's doing it. You know, we are the first people to kind of get on board and actually do this as a manufacturer.
Good on you. Good on you. You're out there. You are paving the way for others. Yeah.
Instigator.
And if you lead, you know, you'll always be the best.
Yeah.
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 Oh, look at him.
It
That's
is
romance,
It
that
is,
is.
isn't it?
So, what other comments? I think we got some comments and questions there, Rodney. I can't quite see them properly from here, even with my glasses on. So I might just take these off because there's literally no point frigging wearing them.
Is any of Todd's mates joining you tonight? Daniel's in the shed trying to
Is he?
do his
Yeah.
fire. Yeah.
I think his tyre's not sealing, so he's come to our shed. He hasn't got a shed. I think he just keeps it in a hut in the garden, this posh boy.
Nah, Daniel buries it.
You are?
Every night Daniel's got a big hole and he buries his bikes in there.
Yeah. You'll get arrested.
For a minute you were like, what, really?
It wouldn't surprise me, honestly.
That's probably why they're so fun.
Todd said damn.
Sorry.
What other comments have we got, Todd? I'm going to say Coiney's joined us. All right, Coiney.
How can you see that? Oh, he's there.
Because his name's all in capitals.
That's
Coiney
what we're
Robert
eating.
Loins.
What we're eating with sausage sandwiches.
Sausage sandwiches, which I made because I'm such a cordon bleu chef.
Yeah.
Did you like them?
I had a
That's
discussion.
the first time I've ever made you some
No,
food.
I had a discussion before I came here actually about this. I thought I was going to cook and tea myself, to be
Yeah.
honest.
I was more worried about time and obviously the fact I can't cook.
Yeah. Do you remember when you invited us for barbecue? And we all sat here for about an hour and we're like, well, when's the barbecue happening, Jim? And you then asked Cassie to go and do the barbecue.
Yeah, that's about right.
Well, man, planning to go to Wales next year for a week or so and going to visit 3 or 4 bike parks bike/trails. Any recommendations?
Dovey
Quite
got
good
bottle
for Dovey.
Wales,
Yeah.
Revs.
Backpack Wales, number 1, 4th.
They
Few off-piste stuff, I guess.
they could do what's that one with the tractor uplift and the moto line?
Black Mountains, yeah, that's a good shout.
I've still never even been there.
No,
Haven't you?
no, you have to go.
You won't go.
Just
I
big
will
jumps.
go. It's just that I won't do that big line, and then you haven't got much other choice there. That's the thing.
No,
And
I
the
mean,
uplift's slow.
you been there before?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did
We
quite
went
like
there
it.
years ago, didn't we?
We did Cumcarn at the weekend, didn't we? And it's the
Yeah.
first bike part I've gone to, and I've been a bit like, I'm not that keen on this. Then you've got to be more of a gnarly downhiller to enjoy Cumcarn.
What is this stuff doing? I'm going to grab a drink quickly.
Get us one, please.
Right, well, I'll swap places because I can't. If I sit there, I can read the comments. Right, I'm gonna get through this. Where are you riding the weekend? We are riding at Voyle Gaznak, practicing tomorrow, racing Sunday. That's from Matthew Whitaker. Miles Fairhurst. If you're going to read through it properly and say people's names like you meant to,
Why does it matter?
because people want to know. It's nice to have your name shouted out, isn't it?
Right then, what's in the jar, Jimbo? From Sean Huxley. It's an interesting.
This. Okay, so there was a nice bottle of wine here before, and I thought I'm going to get that down me tonight. And Cassie's gone off to Wales with Purdy and her mum, and I went to grab it, and there's fucking taking it. So this is apple schnapps with, you know, one of them drinks that's left over from Christmas that no one wants.
Yeah.
With lilt.
Sprite,
It's
not
actually
lilt.
quite nice. Try
Yeah.
that with Sprite. Sorry, what you're drinking. It doesn't really taste like alcohol.
No.
I've got COVID.
Yeah.
You
That
have
doesn't
that.
matter anymore. COVID doesn't.
No,
doesn't
I've
exist.
got
Doesn't
cold.
exist.
Yeah.
Can we say cold then?
Yeah.
Did you ride Risker Bike Park at Cumcarn? I don't think so. We did come down uplift thing.
We did do the bike part. I don't know if that's classed as Risker though. There was a bike part there, but I think it's Cumcarn bike part, and it was just meh, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But I did the uplift, right, is 5 miles, and then 5 miles back he goes, and he says he'll do like 10 in a day or something like that, or 20, I can't remember. 10. So I think we did about 5 lifts, and then Todd and I went off on my e-bike, and he was borrowing Daniel Freighter's, and we did like quite a lot of the loop there, and I Strava'd it, and with the uplifts and that, I did 88k. And Strava was like, "This is your biggest ride on Strava yet." And I was like, "No, a lot of it was uplifted." But I just showed it's just too long on the uplift thing, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah.
What else you got, Rodney?
But Coop's looking fit. He must be riding more.
He is.
Yeah.
You've lost a lot of weight. How much have you lost compared to when you were a proper fat man?
Well, I haven't actually lost that much weight because,
But you've trimmed down.
I was about 19 stone. I'm now sitting about 16 stone.
But you've
Which I'm about to
Muscle.
settle that.
you've been to the gym a lot. And
Yeah, I've been gymming a lot, and I've been riding a little bit, to be fair. And I've.
Do you want to tell everyone what your leg press was last week? Is that true?
It
Or are
is
you
true.
bullshitting
Yes,
me?
no, it's true.
500 kilos. He did how many reps?
It was one.
Fucking one.
Yeah,
And was it full motion?
It was full motion, and it was one.
Show me how far back your legs were.
Well, I can't go much further back than that because I'm a big lad. I'm not a skinny.
So what would you, if you were doing 10 reps, what do you reckon your max
I could
would
do
be?
400 kgs at 10.
Can you?
Fucking
hell, when we were going, I got up to 200 and I was buzzing with that.
Yeah, it is an incline leg press though. It's not as hard as it sounds.
Yeah, that's what I was on.
Yeah,
That's the one where you sat like this and it's
not
like,
an angle, is it? It's not like you're lifting half a ton straight up in the air because that's how hard, you know.
yeah,
But,
still very impressive. Have you got any other big weights you're rocking?
Squats alright. Deadlifts a bit crap. Like,
What's deadlifts?
about 210.
Is it?
Oh,
What's your mum doing deadlifts? That was impressive as well. I think it was like 170. Something ridiculous.
Is that
No,
in
it's
pounds?
not. No, it's not actually. Not that. I was going to say 180 and I realised it's actually 80. It's still quite a lot for a female.
how's the DVO suspension?
Amazing. And I know it's always quite hard when you have to answer this because everyone's going to think, yeah, you're going to say that because you're sponsored by them. But it's just so supple, isn't it? And
yeah, and I've gone from a blown up pair of Performance 36.
Yeah.
And they felt just amazing.
Yeah, really nice. I mean, this weekend will be a good tester because new bike and new suspension and racing.
And
Somewhere that is fucking rough. Last time, remember you did the edit with us there last time when you were crashing your brains out at Boyle. Remember that was ages ago.
No.
On that rough section, and you went down there.
Yeah, that track on them. Yeah, with all the lines everywhere.
Is it number 3? I know that.
Yeah,
I think it's number 3 that's not open now because of all the trees down.
Do you know what? My jump bike came with Mazzocchi forks on it. I was a bit like, they're quite nice.
Well, they?
Yeah, Mazzuccas are good now. Aren't
Yeah. Have you locked one of the dogs out? Oh, they're there. I thought they were trying to get in the dog flat. I kind of feel sorry for Colin being stuck in there, but he's just too boisterous. He'd be like
too much
jumping around everywhere. We'll get him out
after. How's the DVO? Loving it on my Transition Sentinel. Well, we just answered that, but Daniel Gibbons in the shed has got a Transition.
And if they're on Transition, then that's the same distributor as DVO. That's the same people bringing those two brands in.
I don't really know what to say.
About this DVO.
Ask us anything. Ask Coop anything about Unite Components. For any of you who don't know, it is it's a Welsh brand, isn't it? Not just British. Welsh components, made in Wales, started in Wales, named by an English YouTube channel. Yeah, and basically it's virtually my business, really. Yeah, you know, he just does my dog work for me.
Yeah. I'll get Jim to answer all the questions.
Podcasts. Has anyone listened to my podcasts? It'd be nice if you have, and if you haven't, check them out. I've been listening to the GMBM ones a bit at work, and they were actually quite good. Yeah, Martin Ashton, he was interviewing Nigel Page. They're very grown up compared to the rest of GMBM, which is all a bit MBUK. And obviously, I had Neil Donahue, who was one of my guests. Yeah, he was a good guest. Yeah. But yeah, I love podcasts. I suppose you can't do podcasts at work because you've got to use your brain too much, haven't you?
Yeah, I don't.
And you've got to listen for noises.
I've never listened to a podcast in my life, and I can't see that changing, to be honest.
What about if you were going on driving up to Scotland or something?
I don't know. It's just not my thing, to be honest.
The tunes on.
Yeah, it's something I've never done. I've quite a busy mind. Yeah. So listening to something like that doesn't really. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's not really what I want to be doing as I'm kind of driving
around.
Yeah,
it's because I'm like, what I think is like labouring. Yeah. I'm labouring and landscaping. It's like gets you through the day. It takes your mind off it.
Right, questions. What do you think of Vitus bikes?
Yeah, all right, good value for money.
They're good value for money. They've come on a lot in the last few years.
And everybody who rides the e-bike says it's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they always were like the cheaper Nuke Roof. I would say no, they're not necessarily the cheaper. They're probably on par, you know. They're a good bike, yeah. Yeah.
Well, Dan Atherton's e-bike is a 4-year-old.
That's a Vitus e-bike.
4-year-old really Vitus that he bought on eBay for $1,000. And if he can ride it,
still going.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably the world's most expensive one though, isn't it? With all the trick stuff and the factory suspension.
For $1,000 and then put like
$1,000 worth of brakes on it.
Yeah. Went Hopton the other day and the top has been completely deforested and used the whole woods are getting done. I don't know.
No, I have no idea. I haven't been to Hopton for ages, ever since I heard that it had been trashed.
Now, but I think that they were back running, but if it's all been deforested, I don't know.
Hasn't riding changed since? Do you remember when our rides, like your favourite ride, was to go and do a lap of Hopton, like the trail, and that was like your favourite ride. You loved it, didn't you? And then we'd like piss about on those tabletops.
Yeah.
Imagine how bored you'd be if we had to do that now.
Yeah, I know.
Growing up now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Big man now.
I could still do it, but I don't think it would. I'd buzz off it as much as I used to.
Are you going to do direct mount stems?
Yes, we are.
When?
Don't know. I usually ask that. Yeah, no, we are definitely going to do one. It's something that's quite high on the priority list. Once we've got all this Cerakote stuff done, we'll get one made.
One for Alf. Have you seen this?
Where we at on cranks then in my business?
Cranks, you should know. Cranks, everything's at the factory. They're just getting all set on the machine, and we'll have orders out for it.
Are you having them in all different? I suppose they'll never be anodised because they'll just go straight to Cerakote. When are you going to? You see, picking up the spray booth tomorrow.
Yeah.
When do you actually start Cerakoting?
Well, I Cerakoted something today.
You've had a go yourself then?
Yes.
Is it easy? A bit of technique.
There is technique to it. I've definitely got a bit of learning to do. I'm probably going to go for some training with the actual Cerakote guys as well. But yeah, you know, it's not.
Have you had to make jigs for them to sit in to be Cerakote?
So at the moment, no. We've come with like a load of springy stainless clips.
Yeah.
And they kind of work, but we are probably going to make our own jigs because I think we can do something that's a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
We've got to do everything as quick as we can. And also with Cerakote, it's got to be clean. So we don't want to be touching shit after we've sandblasted it. So if we can make something that's a bit better.
What's the dry? What's like the dry time?
2 hours in the oven.
2 hours.
Yeah, with a cake.
What sort of temperature?
120.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So what size oven have you got for this?
At the moment, we're actually using
you haven't been to like Howden's kitchen shop.
We've been to a garden shop and bought an electric smoker.
Have you really?
Yes. So we have got a pop
like a vape.
Yeah. We have got a pop oven on order, but it's like a 6-week lead time, which we couldn't wait for. So we went and bought like a £200 electric smoker.
So that's a proper oven for that sort of job, like, or is it just an oven?
Do you not know what electric smoker is?
Not really.
It's like
barbecue type.
Yeah, but it's quite. It's got a relatively decent area inside, so we can hang stuff in there, and it goes up.
So what sort of size?
Yeah.
We're looking. Oh,
It's
two-handed.
about that wide.
Oh, it's not massive then.
No, it's pretty small. Like the one we're actually getting is probably about 3 times the size of that, but again, not massive. Yeah, we're only doing small bite parts. We don't need a huge oven. And the bigger the oven, the more the energy it costs to heat it. You know, so you need to kind of prepare that stuff in the
So eventually, and this is a proper eventually, when you do a frame, we Cerakote that.
Yes.
So you'd need a big oven then.
We need a big oven at that point. Yes.
That's sick though. Would you get just any colour frame?
Probably not. I think a purple Cerakote frame wouldn't look the best. I would still like to offer only in black and silver. But that, that may change. We may do kind of custom colours. Maybe do a bit kind of like the Stanton do. Stantons always look really nice, to be fair, the way they're finished. So we'll see how it progresses. Personally, I'd have black bike with burnt bronze. Yeah. So I think you can't really beat that. So.
We've got any more comments and questions, Rodney?
We have. Will Unite make clipless pedals?
So we had one designed up.
With it, haven't you?
Yeah, we had one designed up. It was when we kind of recently started, and it was about 30 grand to go and get the shit tooled up. And we were kind of like, at that time, we were like, no. It's a bit more feasible now. We'd have to come from the Far East, and we're so busy. It's just kind of been pushed to the sideline. But yes, I would still like to bring it back in, and I would like to do a clip pedal.
So, if you compare that to a flat pedal, I suppose you don't have to pay for any tooling for a flat pedal because you make it yourself. Do you?
No, so I think like if you take Hope's flat pedal for example, I think their flat pedal's 120. I think their clip's 140.
Yeah.
So it's not actually a massive increase in cost. The actual cleat mechanism it's all steel, so it'll be quite cheap. But there's quite a lot of assembly to it. There's quite a few things that can kind of go wrong along the way, So it's not an easy thing.
And there is a lot of clip pedals out there, isn't there? Mind you could say that with flat pedals.
There's more so flat pedals than clip pedals. Clip pedals are definitely hard to get right. I think the fact it took Hope so long to do it kind of proves that. And,
I haven't tried. I tried loads of the others. I've never tried the Hope ones, but I'd still always go back to Shimano for clip pedals. Just
well, you have. You've got one.
Just because that click is I think it's so unbeatable.
Well, the new briefs are pretty good.
Yeah.
The Hope cleat, I don't want to get in trouble for saying this, but to me it looks the same as the new brief one.
Right.
Which is made by HT.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they got the Crank Brothers.
Crank Brothers not a fan of.
Pedal was all right, but the cleats lasted like a minute.
Yeah, it's because of brass.
So they made,
haven't they?
yeah. I mean, why? Why make them so soft?
It's because with Crank Brothers, you clip into the spring, and the spring's always going to be soft. So they have to make the cleat softer than the spring, so that's why they're brass.
Why is that then? Why do you have to make it softer than the spring?
Because it would wear the spring out.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I see. Yeah, got you. Yeah. Okay.
Hi, Jim.
Hi.
From KC Gilati. I've just started mountain biking. I'm 14, and I was wondering if you could recommend a good starter bike for me.
It's quite difficult to answer that because it all depends on budget, really,
And what you ride.
and what you're riding. If you're 14, if you're stuck a bit with budget, I'd go hardtail. Definitely look at second hand because, especially if you're on the hardtail, I mean, there's not that much can go wrong, is there?
No.
If you're looking at full suspension, you could think about second hand. There's a lot of deals out there. Maybe your parents could get on something where it's like the ride to work scheme. There's lots of ways around, like saving some money, isn't there?
Yes, the bike to work scheme's a good one. Wages.
I suppose you can't really do that.
We will do it, yeah.
When you've got the bike.
Yeah. But we will definitely do it. But yeah, it's a great scheme. Comes out for your wages. You can pay monthly. I think just go and see your local bike shop and see what they can do, really.
Yeah. That's your Rod.
Will Unite ever make e-bike cranks?
We will, yes. Once we're up and running, we will quite quickly do ISIS mount.
Is that very easy to like once you've got?
Well, yeah, an e-bike crank would have been easier than an all crank because we're not actually doing all the axle and that kind of stuff. But we invested all our time and money in normal crank initially, and we've got to see that through before we can start doing anything else.
That's the only thing with my new e-bike that I wanted to sort out is that I've got it in like because you can change the chip at the bottom of the shock, so I've got it in the slackest because that's how I prefer to ride it. But the only problem with having it in the slack is it's dropping it down, which means your cranks, your cranks are your bottom bracket's as low as it'll go.
Yeah.
So when I'm riding rocky places, I'm clashing the pedals a lot.
Yeah.
So I looked into shorter cranks because it's got mountain bike cranks, not e-bike cranks. So they're 170s.
They're 175s.
No, they're 170s.
And we looked at them.
No, they are 170s, 100%. And they are. I mean, if you go e-bike cranks, you get 155 is sort of.
I think that's personally a bad rider thing though. No, 155 that extreme. You know, why would you shorten your cranks that much?
Because why do you need the leverage if you've got a motor?
Why would you not want the leverage still? The motor still doesn't work. You still want it to ride normal and feel normal. When you get on an e-bike, people like start to pedal it through everything instead of pumping, like you should do. And
what about when you've got a pedal?
What would you do?
I suppose, I can see what you mean because when you've got a pedal is usually above the motor speed.
Yeah.
And when you're above the motor speed, I suppose you do want that.
You want the extra
crank
leverage. Yeah.
Because it's the motor speed.
Yeah.
I know you've got to do it and you've got to do it for racing, but I do find it a pain in the arse that cut off speed.
I'd like 165s if I could get them.
Yeah.
Because that's still fair.
I can get 165 for that. The race base one, normal mountain bike cranks do go down to 165, but I think, is it worth bothering changing them for 5 mil shorter?
Yeah.
Would you even notice it? I don't think you will.
What size will you do yours?
I couldn't tell off the top of my head. Specs on the website. The e-bikes haven't been decided. While I'm sat here saying I won't want a short e-bike cranks, I know people do want them.
Yeah.
So we would be doing the sizes that people wanted. Personally, I think everybody should go and get some training more with people like Matt Simmons and stuff like that, and they would probably go quicker, you know, rather than shortening your cranks.
What are you trying to say? I'm probably faster than Matt Simmons nowadays.
Yeah, probably are.
Yeah. I might give him some training.
I remember. Do you remember the enduro KSEs and your dad casing that tiny little double?
That's not tiny. That's not tiny. And it's not a double. It's a step down. I hated that, John.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you do that now?
I should hope so.
Probably.
Yeah, surely.
Yeah,
It was about 15
I
foot.
didn't learn the foot flick then.
The what?
We foot flick.
Spud off. You want full spud
No, the
off?
foot flick's a new thing that I got taught by
Ian from Firecracker.
yeah, Firecrest. So instead of like going all like off the back and bending my legs too much and crouching, staying upright and keeping your legs almost straight and strong, and when you come to the upslope, just like do that with your foot, so you sort of pumping it with your foot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's pump a
And
jump.
I've been learning that, and it does help. The only trouble when it's a big jump, like, the fear takes over, and I don't do it,
Oh
and I
yeah.
end up crouching again, and then I case the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
There's the fear of having a massive case not overwhelm the flow of flicking your
I have
heels.
no choice. It's, my body goes into like that position, frightened.
Listen to that Remy Morton rides for Commensale. He runs 130 cranks. The kid's hope crank.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's sick.
Why crank flips?
No, it just says it's better for like whips.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't
Yeah.
race or anything, does he?
Yeah.
No,
Doesn't pedal.
yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't even have a chain.
Yeah. Does not.
No,
Really?
yeah, he runs chainless. He's well sit there. He runs a mullet, 26 front, 24 rear.
Have you ever ridden chainless? It's horrible.
Yeah, things we're getting used to because you haven't got that kind of like
You haven't got a
that
backup.
resistance, have you?
Yeah, it's like it moves too easily, and it's so weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
I quite like it. If I could do a day where it wasn't somewhere
Your
where
bike
you
could
did
handle
need to
better,
pedal,
that's for
it'd be
sure.
sick. Yeah,
I think
your
most
suspension
bikes would
work better.
handle better.
It'd make you learn to ride better.
Yeah,
Learn to pump a lot more.
yeah. Well, they used to do downhill races in the 90s.
Yeah,
where
it's
they'd
the
have
dragons, wasn't it? It was
chainless
at the end of
ones,
the
yeah.
end of it. Take your chain off.
Mm.
I remember. There was one race. It was the final, and there was. I think it was an expert, and there was these two guys. I can't remember their names, but it was like whoever won was going to win the overall, and the one guy won, and they did the chains race, and then the other guy beat his time in the chain.
Really? Yeah. That's like Aaron Gwynn that time, wasn't it? That race.
That
Yeah.
was so gnarly. That was fucking sick. The pinned t-shirts are so good. I'm wearing mine now.
Awesome. Who's
Jake
that
was
from?
wearing his now as well. Joe Quinn.
Would you want to tell them what's happening with the merch?
Got some new stuff coming, and yeah, it's being shipped from Andy's house.
Well, it's here and now, isn't it? But it's just at the post office to
Yeah.
collect. So basically, Todd has taken over the merch, and he's heavily discounted a lot of the stuff. So check it out, pintv.co.uk, and we are getting through it. And then he's literally going to rebrand the whole lot, well, not rebrand, but redesign all the merch, and it's going to be. Andy's going to do kind of drop shipping as well. So we don't need to worry about numbers. He's going to do that for us, which is ace.
Yeah.
And like the latest one is, have you got it on your phone?
Yeah.
He's done. So he's got the Stella logo.
Yeah.
But he's changed it to pinned.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
pretty cool actually.
Yeah.
Quite like it.
Yeah.
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 Tell them about your merchandise. Tell people.
Where we
Oh,
got?
Oh, it's not merch. Sorry, your race kit.
Yeah, so we got some race kit kind of
It's
coming out.
actually
Yeah,
really
look at
nice.
You can
No one can see that.
Yeah.
You just see it holding your phone miles away.
there's a nice glare on that.
Oh look! There you go.
Hold on. No.
You got it then. You had
I
it.
didn't. You can't see it from here.
Oh, that's
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chip.
Good design.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Can't wait to get sued.
I know.
Stella.
I was thinking that. The best beer.
Yeah, tell them about your kit.
Yeah, so we've got some kit. You can pre-order it now. Trying to think.
It's great.
Should I get it up? Should I get it up?
It's great.
No, we've got three colours. We've got like an off-white, we've got black, and then we've got like Unite blue. We've got vented the trousers got vents in them, a nice tight fitted, and yeah, really good kit. It's hard wearing, elasticated waist. Can't go wrong.
Is everything Unite Blue now? Your logo. What about the bars? Are they coming in now?
No idea what's going to happen in the bars, to be honest. We'll see how that one progresses. We might end up Cerakoting them in all the colours, not the actual bar, the graphics.
It's a graphic.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
We'll see how that plays out, but yeah. as you kind of know. I don't wing it, but I make these
Well,
as I go along.
You know, sometimes if it's paint and you've got like a little logo and it's not lacquered, the paint can chip off.
Yeah.
But on our Stantons, our logos are Cerakoted and they're on titanium, which you'd think it would never stick on.
Yeah.
And they don't chip. They don't.
No,
yeah, it's really good.
That's all part of the sandblasting. So like the sandblasting, you have to sandblast it for the Cerakote to adhere to it.
Yeah. Anyone's just joined us, this is the InvisiFRAME live show.
The Unico Strike pants and jersey.
That's
That's
right.
what it is.
Yeah.
Is that because you can't be
Looks
asked
nice,
to work?
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was the kind of army theme.
Was it?
Yeah, it's the name of a town called
Like Strike Force.
Yeah, no, it's name was something out there.
Maybe you got the SAS jersey.
Yeah.
And you got a knobhead testing it for you as well.
Who's that?
John. Yeah, Freighter.
Oh, Freighter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he right? He's not using it yet, though, is he?
Oh, it's too big for him, isn't it?
He's been wearing the trousers a bit.
Has he?
Yeah. I think he raced
He's
on
got
the
like a
trousers.
20-inch waist, though.
Yeah.
Do you know about what his dad did yesterday?
No.
So his dad's got a really nice, I think it's probably a 60 plate BMW estate, and it's either a 330 or a 335 turbo diesel, which is mega fast. They're like an M3 at over 60 miles an hour, really fast.
Mm.
And he went down the motorway eating his food, and it's got paddle shifts, and he knocked it down 2 gears by mistake.
Yeah.
Fucking ruined it.
Did he?
But
Oh,
it's,
shit.
I think it's all right. But I think it just he thought it had blown the engine.
Yeah.
But it's got to have a new clutch.
Yeah.
But that's
like a fair bit.
1,500 quid mistake, I bet you. So yeah, he was quite gutted about
How long is the Unite sale on for?
Like
Someone's already asked.
yeah. But to repeat, there's kind of no fixed date. It will be when we're kind of ready with Cerakote, and it'll be most likely mid next week.
that. How many of you are doing the Cerakoting then?
So at the moment, it'll just be me.
Because you're not quite busy enough.
It's important. It's a right, not that the lads work for me as shit, because that's not what I'm saying. But it's important I understand how to do it. It's important. It's there, and then once we're kind of all up to speed, it will then be kind of passed on to
Dan
Tom
Cartwright.
and Dan Cartwright. Yeah.
Dan Cartwright can do everything.
Any other new products in the making?
Oh,
what
not
about the
really.
seat clamps? How are they going?
Yeah, no, that's really well. Yeah.
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 I wouldn't
Yeah.
know. We haven't got any, have we,
Yeah.
Todd?
Yeah.
Never given any. Not important enough.
No, shit.
Yes.
What's up, dudes? JD from Golden, Colorado, and what's you all well putting together my Merino full suspension 725 steel enduro bike.
Merino, they're the ones who did the sick bicycles, aren't they? Merino.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know what they are. They're like super long, low, and slack.
Nice. The hardtails are nice.
And when Sick Bicycles did all that shit, they I think they made them for them. Yeah, I know what the
Did
Merino
they
is.
sell all
money
their
as well?
frames really cheap?
Eh? Did what?
Did they take the money as well?
No, Merino are full on legit. They're all right, not like Sick Bikes.
Yeah. They weren't great, were they?
Yeah, that's it. That one on that there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
It's
a
a bit
bit
like an old Curtis.
Yeah, very Curtis.
Yeah.
Single pivot. Yeah, very nice.
Ethan, how's the wrist, Todd? Managed to break mine at FOD Monday trying to silly gap. I think I've seen this. Wait, I commented on it.
Right, I'll try and read one out.
Read
Where we're
some
at.
else and find this.
This is Joe Quinn. Have you guys seen Rob DeWillis on YouTube?
Robbed it.
He
I've
does
shown
some
him a couple
insane
times
sounds
now.
on retro bikes, and he seems to run a 26, 24 mullet most of the time. Is it? Yeah, you have shown me.
They get
him.
that, isn't it?
Is he on a hardtail a lot of the time
Yeah.
as well? Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like
He's a nutter.
Yeah,
Rebecca Waring. Really enjoyed watching the natural ride you did in the lakes with Paul Bolton. Great content. Only thing that was missing was Todney and Danielson. I know. I don't think they'd have. Well, Danielson wouldn't have got up the hill because he only had the e-bikes, and that was at the height of my skill ability trying to just get up those
Mm.
climbs with Paul Bolton. He's unbelievable. It's lovely up there, though. Really, really
How
nice.
did your podcast go?
Really? The podcast with him went fantastic until I got home and deleted it by mistake.
This is that lad who said he crashed at Ford and he's done his wrist.
We're watching you crash.
Oh, good.
Oh my god!
Good
What was
effort,
that? What was he trying to?
That's on
stretch
the
for, then?
wheelchair track, you know.
Oh yeah.
I saw that.
Jesus, There's been a lot of accidents on that track, you know.
It's because Preston Williams did it the other week and he cleared it. And
It's a bit like that thing that Petey tried, isn't it?
Yeah.
You see, Kerr being the Kerr even like case the hell out of it, didn't he?
Shut up, dickhead.
yeah.
How long does it take to get parts, i.e. stem and bars combo?
What do you mean by get them? Like, as in
Well, if they order them right now, immediately, when they arrive at their house, go.
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Are your bars available at the moment?
Yeah, no, the bar's available. So if everything's in stock, it's shipped like the next day or the same working day,
It's
depending on the time.
A couple of days, isn't it?
Yeah, and then so the bars will be past 4:24, which would be the next day.
Yeah. Any, no, I was going to ask you something I already asked you.
When is Daniel's son next on the blog?
Yeah, when does he come out the shed? I'm
Well,
a bit worried about him.
If he's out the shed, it'll be on this, but it'll be in the foil video because he's kind of practicing with us tomorrow, but not racing.
Kai McNally, can you read that one, Todd? You have to get up because it's on.
Not sure it's possible, but coming into summer, what about one of the vids a week / 2 weeks being from Todd to change it up a bit? Yeah, well, as soon as I finish school,
I would love that. I would love that, but it's a bit slack.
I'm not slack.
You
I
are?
missed
Well,
the
okay,
video.
in the last, let's go 3 months.
You're gonna start fighting now.
In the last 3 months, how many vlogs have you made yourself? I know the answer to this. It's very
It's
easy.
about 3.
It's 1.
Yeah, well, when have I been riding other than with you? That would have been my fun.
Yeah, well, you do what when you come riding with me, you just go, right, well, I'll do this one then.
I will. I'll do
Okay.
that. And
Well, what we should do, I liked what we did with the last Welsh Enduro. We'll copy that again.
yeah,
So we'll go we'll have a 1 part for the whole weekend.
yeah,
You film all the practice tomorrow, do it as your vlog, and then
Yeah.
I do Sunday as my vlog, the racing, but we do it all, we put it together in
Yeah.
a half-hour vlog.
yeah, and
Or do we do it where you have a 15-minute tomorrow and I have a 15-minute
one block.
on vlog?
But
Okay.
what? I finish school in less than 2 months, and then I've got like 3 months off, so I can film loads of
What are
videos.
you doing after school, Todd?
Go now.
Funny. Glad I brought him up with such a fantastic.
He's like, how old are you?
That is your joke.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. We're all blokes.
That is
It's
your
a dad
joke.
joke, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
Media,
what-
college,
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scat.
Yeah.
and then
So what scat means, Todd?
Shrewsbury College of Arts and
So what the other
Technology.
scat means, Todd?
Scatman.
Do you not? Do you actually not know what it means?
Scatman.
No, I just know scat.
Oh well, you wait till you go to scat. The first day at scat, they go, "Do you know what scat actually means?" And they all start googling it on the phone and put scat in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain it?
Well, I'll just like just Jim to put scat in. Put
Okay.
put scat porn into your phone or something.
Oh.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Why is he doing this on the live?
He's not playing it on there. it was what happened when I went there, and I was like, "What? Yeah."
What
no.
did you do at scat?
I did manufacturing systems there. Did my apprenticeship and my advanced.
Wow. Like it's the same Andrew Cooper.
Yeah.
Just says here, scat. The definition is a verb saying "leave me alone."
Um.
Oh. Okay, we'll leave that one.
I don't want to know what it was.
Probably not something I'd search for.
Is there any chance?
Ever again.
He saved it live.
They're all looking at it now,
Is there any chance of race face fitment direct mount chain rings from Unite?
No, there's not. No, we used to do them. it's not a massively popular crank anymore, and obviously we've got our own crank. So,
And what about your 104 VCD? You brought that back out. Why haven't I got one immediately, please? Thank you.
I'll give you one.
No. And they
Sure.
fit on my new bicycle and his.
Yeah.
His one on his is still going, and they just don't wear on our bikes, do they? Because they're not doing the driving.
No, that's it. It's not a Lidler, isn't it? Yeah, we bought the 104 back. Mainly e-bikes, really. Got a stainless and aluminium one coming out.
Wow. Is the stainless one going to be expensive?
Very.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you manufacturing that, or are you getting it done? Outsourcing it.
No,
That's a good word,
don't
isn't it?
outsource anything.
Is that an engineer word?
Not really.
Just a work word.
Yeah. No, machine in house. It's just the actual material is not a huge amount more expensive than 7075 aluminium.
Yeah.
But the machine time is a long time, and specialist tools and that kind of stuff. So.
Hey up, Jim. Liking the podcast. One with Neil was a good one.
Thank you.
Will the podcast ever be available on the Apple Podcast platform?
Oh, I
You
tried.
tried
I tried last. Was it last night? The night
angry.
before. I was fuming. So, I created an account on Apple, even though I thought I had one, and then I tried to link my Anchor, which is what I use to upload the podcast. Anchor.
Is that off your boat or?
Eh?
Off your boat?
Off your boat? Yes, that's it. Yes.
How did
I thought you were on a completely different joke there with the word anchor, but I didn't get it. But yeah, I couldn't suss out getting the podcast on Apple. I couldn't even find a bit how you could do it, how I could upload from Anchor to Apple. And it said I had to put my own Apple, my own page or whatever you call it, my own login into Anchor, but I just couldn't find my own login. It was really weird. I need you to do it for me, Todd,
Yeah,
because then I can put them all on Anchor.
that's usually what needs to happen.
I'm having a few technical issues at the moment.
We haven't mentioned the Insta.
I've been sent an Insta 360 1R, which is
1RS.
1RS. It's a cracking. It looks like a cracking bit of kit, and I've looked at other people's reviews, and the footage is amazing. Our footage is fucking terrible. I've done all the things it says you're meant to do, setting it up, so it's got all the pro whatever settings. But when I put it into onto my PC, and also when I render it through Sony Vegas, the quality's terrible. It looks like an old Hero 1, and I just can't suss out how to get it any better. But then when you look at all their stuff that they talk about, everyone's doing it in Premiere Pro, which I don't have, and I can't. We downloaded it. I couldn't get my fucking head around it. Yeah. So yeah, I need a tech person, but I can't afford to pay a tech person, so I'm pretty knackered. Todd sort of tried and gave up.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Todd comes across like he's all techie until you actually give him a proper challenge, and he's like, I can't do it.
Nah, it was because it's like, if I could just sit down and have a look and figure things out, but I'm stood up over Dad going, why does this bit not do this?
And he's going back, do it now, quick, now.
Well, why can't you do it
work?
one evening or one day this
how do you
week
do
and
that?
actually get your head around it for me?
I can try.
Because they want to be a channel sponsor. They actually want to be a channel sponsor, and they're talking about all sorts.
And you're sat here saying it's shit.
But no, it's not shit. It's me. I know it's me, and my technical ability is terrible. I mean, you always say you're amazed that I can do any sort of vlogging and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. What have we got on there, Rodney?
I have a Unite bash guard. It's ace, and I've saved my chain rings many times. Thanks, Andy.
No worries.
That's the Andrew Cooper seal of approval. He's approved that. I thought Todd was going to the MTB college in Scotland. I'm still sort of two minds about that, but that would be
I'm going to get a
year
drink.
Anyway.
Do you want one of these funny drinks?
Stop a gin if you've got anything.
Got a rum. Do you want rum and Coke? No, I haven't got Coke. Do you want a rum? Neat rum with ice.
Rum
I'll
and
join you.
Sprite.
I'll join you. We'll
Can you
have
grab me another Sprite, please?
Okay, keep talking. So we can find out if anyone's got any answers on the Insta.
Someone said try iMovie, but we don't have a Mac, so we can't. I thought Tom was going to MTB college. Yeah, what I was saying. Anyway, if I do go, it'll be the year after because I'd only be going for a year and I'd be able to drive, hopefully, if I can pass my test. What do you think of this situation?
What situation?
I don't know. Just any situation.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that actually a question or you just gone for it? Like?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know, mate.
Oh, fair enough.
Jim goes out, it goes all quiet.
Yeah, I know.
I actually can't read that from you. I must be getting really old.
Dad supports. He knows how to ask questions. I don't really
What's
know.
it got on there? Something about a stem? Read it for
I
us.
take it that now black 35mm stems are out of stock. Just so I went to get the combo after having some money. That they won't be coming back.
So the sales for the anodized products only. So you can't back order an item with 30% off. So we will then have 35mm stems in Cerakote, in black, in stock in 1 to 2 weeks. But they will be at the full level.
We completely stop anodizing that.
Completely stop it. Yeah.
That's
So, like,
good. I prefer the Cerakote.
Yeah, I think most people do. Yeah, it's a little different. Some people may be a little nervous when they hear about it.
Yeah.
When they actually see it, they're like, yeah.
Well, we took the first Cerakote stem to that core bike show.
You did.
No one said they didn't like it. Everyone said they preferred it.
Yeah.
So I think it will do well. How good is the new pump track in Shrewsbury? It's really good actually. I was meant to go today and then it started raining. But it's really busy at the moment because it's new. Are you going to come there on your break?
I will, yeah. It'll be a good
Do
place
you
to
want
get
James Cook or Sailor Jerry's?
Whatever.
There you go. You can have one where the ice doesn't even reach the drink. It's one massive lump.
Can I have my drink, please?
What else have we got? Has anyone come out with a bright idea how to fix me Insta?
Maybe someone says that.
Hey?
Did you say use iMovie?
Oh, not on Apple.
Your phone.
Yeah, don't want
No, you haven't got an iPhone. Have you got an iPhone?
We both got iPhone.
That's a Google phone.
No, I've got iPhone.
We use Google Internet.
Google.
Use
No,
phone.
PC on the laptop.
I don't know, your mum.
I don't know what you're talking about. See, I'm good at all this sort of stuff.
Is your night going to the Valley Burner? Yes, we are. We'll see you there.
Oh yeah, we were digging up there. Yes.
Yeah, tell them all about the Valley Burner. Right, if anyone wants to be interested in, might start that again. If anybody's interested in like group ride with Hind or an event like we did Dovey last year, what we're doing this year instead, and we've got a vlog coming out about it, is we are getting involved in this Valley Burner, which is just down the road towards Oswestry. And it's a local festival. We're there. We're going to be sort of meet and greeting and riding and just racing. And it's got a dual slalom. It's got a 3-stage, very small enduro, but they're going to be great fun trails.
Yeah, it should be fun. Really fun.
And cross country as well. And it's got us there. It's got some other local sponsors. It's got some of our sponsors. We unite with Lee Morgan Artworks. With anyone else that's ours?
InvisiFRAME there?
InvisiFRAME are involved. I don't know if they're going. I think they're just giving kits away. And then like there's a local bike shop and bits and pieces like that. So yeah, it's going to be a nice social one. And then all of Jib Crew are going to be there, aren't they?
Yeah, who are in the country.
And we are currently going up every Thursday night and getting our hands dirty and actually digging one of the trails, which is going to be really cool.
Well, we're going to be digging on all of them.
Yeah, but this main line that wasn't there last year, which is going to be like a lot gnarlier and a lot more fun. I'm getting up there with a digger. They're going to get a digger in, and I'm going to do some amazing features in this wood and out in the open as well.
Yes, camping is available there.
Yes, and you can bring dogs and. That's the only other thing I can think of like that. I think they're going to have a charging point, I think, for e-bikes. They've got a local brewery going there with beer. I suppose it wouldn't really go without it. Hi, we're a brewery, we don't have any beer.
It's a bit like saying, "Oh, we make stems. We haven't got any stems."
yeah. Or cranks, me.
Yeah, or pedals.
Yeah.
I'm just frozen. They're having a bar, aren't they? Not just a brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Not
So
one, yeah.
Keep can get on it. Are you gonna come? Are you gonna race?
Yeah, I might come. Might race. I've definitely come in.
You got to race. Me and you are right crap on the e-bikes there. We do about 100 laps.
I'll do about 5.
Oh yeah, you'll be knackered.
Yeah.
I rode with him for the first time in ages about 2 weeks ago, and he was soon up to pace, weren't you?
I rode with them for like the 3rd time ever.
Yeah. I do about 10% every time I go up Lord's Hill.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually was. It was like 9% at the
It
bottom of
died.
Lord's Hill.
Yeah.
We were like, oh yeah, that'd be sound.
Yeah.
And we got to like the middle bit and it died.
Yeah.
I did Dovey Bike Park on the e-bike when I first had it, and this new one. And now that they've changed where the uplift picks you up, there is a little uphill ride to it.
Yeah.
And obviously, piece of piss on an e-bike. And I was using 1% every run. So I did all of it, and I used
literally
hardly any
nothing.
battery.
Oh my god, Uniteco have messaged me
Mm.
and they've said, good edit that lad, send it us on Dropbox. We'll post it on
Lads,
Hind."
do you know, you haven't said it much today, but you and Leo say lad like every fortnight.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
really annoying, isn't it?
But it's weird, I don't say it to Dad because
He's not a lad.
Yeah, he's not a lad.
Yeah, but your mates do.
Yeah,
Leo says it to me. A 15-year-old lad calling me lad.
you just said lad.
I know, because you are lads.
Being
to me.
sarcastic
You
now.
are
You're a
actually lads.
You're alright, lad.
Hmm.
Can you return products if you buy them from Unite and don't like the colour?
No, sorry, I can't.
Twat.
That was a joke. Yes, we accept returns, 365-day returns. Yeah.
Are you going to be able to colour match with the Cerakote or just a wider variety of colours?
That's our plan eventually, but for now we're going to be just doing the 6 colours that we're currently doing.
Well, first of all, it's 8
Was
colours.
that a good answer pretending to be you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we are. We Cerakote actually opens up loads of stuff for us, so we are going to be doing kind of small batches of full custom pedals. One's going to be like Toddle love this, so it's going to be Stormtrooper white base, and then we're going to do like the cheetah print in pink and blue,
Wow.
like
Yeah.
pink axle, blue pins, and yeah, it'll be there won't be a lot of them. It'll be quite expensive, but it'll be something like really unique that
Tribal.
no, because it's to make money. So
Oh,
to pay you to
that's
live
bad,
your
that
life.
is. What's the point in even making it? I've still got the V1 pedals on mine.
Yeah,
The original
yeah.
ones.
I've still got your
Oh, no, I've
original
got the
bash
silver ones on now.
plate that was your prototype from. That's got to
Mm.
be 3 years old.
Yeah, the very
Wow.
first one. Yeah,
It still doesn't look any different.
no, yeah.
Yes, Stan, we are right on the Sprite. That was what I need to tell you. Don't come here as early in the morning because Dad's got to get his brake pads fixed.
Yes, and I'll let you know what's happening. It might still be early if I can't book them in anywhere. Very annoying.
So
Just
you do.
fuming earlier on. You know, when you put
Is
the
it
brakes
Todd's fault?
on and it's like,
It's a Todd's fault.
of course it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put some grease on them.
What have we got to give away tonight, Rodney?
Don't ask me.
1 sec, I'm applying to JR.
Never mind, JR. He's not important.
Is he not?
Jonathan Ross.
Right. We have Ergon grips.
God, how many? They must be the last pair.
Yeah, they are.
Fucking hell, they've been going for years.
Loads of stickers and stuff like that.
Have you put some pinned ones in there?
No, but I will. Mix drink thing. Fenwick's chain lube. A load of like other like stickers and that. And then a pin TV. Gravel Seeker t-shirt. I'm sure you'll be keen on that. And
And if you win, tell us your size. Have we still got plenty of sizes then?
other than XL, yeah.
Right,
So
okay.
don't win if you're big.
Mm.
Tristan Jones said smile cool.
I'm trying.
What time are we on?
It's 9:05.
9:05. Have you thought of a question?
No.
I will think of one, and it's right. Here we go. I said here we go before I even thought of it, so I haven't thought of anything. I've got one actually. Who was my first guest on my podcast?
Ooh.
And it's the first one that appears on our screen, not yours, because it's different. Remember that.
Times like this, I miss Daniel. He's in the shed. He's not dead.
Mustn't he? Sniffing glue or something.
Yes, Miles Fairhurst. It is yours. You have it.
I'm pretty sure he ran it last time as well. That
Wow.
was keen.
Good eye.
Oh, I'll get too old to keep it like that.
Yeah.
Aww.
How long's this on for?
We're about done.
Okay.
About done.
Not that I'm bored, I just need the toilet.
I'm
So
quite offended that you're bored.
we got lots of vlogs lined up. I think I've got about 5 lined up. Lots riding that e-bike. What else is there?
Clovey Bike Park, Valley Burner preview thing.
Oh, the stashed.
Stash, yeah.
Yeah, this thing called Stashed, which is basically a rack system for putting many bikes up. I've got it in my shed. It's so cool. It's proper high tech. So
Jim at pintv.co.uk.
yes, Miles. I think you've maybe won before, but if you haven't, either way.
Oh, Cassie's here.
Hi, Mum.
Hi, Cassie. You've joined
Hi,
us just as we're finishing. So thank you for joining us. Todd, do you want to get up and do the honours and turn it off, please? Please, friend. And thank you for
Thank you,
Andrew,
everyone.
Unite Components.
Thank you, Andy.
They still get 10% with my.
No. There's 30% off.
Oh yeah, no point using mine. You get 10% if you don't want 30% off.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. See you in a few weeks.
Bye.
Whenever